Okay, hello. I'm gonna go ahead and start because obviously I'm a little bit late, and we got a big build ahead of us today. Um, Hello everybody. Yeah, I think I said I was gonna build Friday. Ended up today, but and then seems like gonna be next build is fingers crossed. Hopefully gonna be Wednesday. But we're just waiting on like one thing that should be coming in today. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because we do got a wyvern to build. Although this will be it's a little bit weird. Technically, this will be the first one that uses the link stuff. But if you have been paying attention to other builds, you'll know that recently I did a wyvern that had the link fans, just not the cooler. And then kind of behind the scenes, we ended up having to replace the cooler anyways. So technically I have done a wyvern with all the link stuff, just did it off stream. And also I replaced the cooler, not like building it from with the cooler from the start. So yeah, let's see how this goes. And this will be like trying to lock in, get a better feel for how to build with this link stuff, because well, it's kind of locked in how we do it with the previous stuff. And I remember last time I accidentally I guess sometimes they're just a little bit of a pain no matter what. Also, what's up, Dev? Sorry I didn't say hi. Hello. Come on. Don't do this to me. I remember last time I just kind of stubbornly kept on pulling and made it even more annoying. Okay. So even though I have done a little bit of this like link stuff, I still have no idea how to take the fans apart. Oh, there's ones on the back too. Okay. Hopefully I did that last time. I think the way that you get these apart is I think you actually have to take out the front plate. Maybe. I was sort of looking at it, and it wasn't as straightforward as maybe you'd hope. And I did confirm that you really only need one of these hubs for pretty much the whole build. I forget how many devices it can support, but it can support a bunch of devices, and I was afraid that maybe I was misunderstanding something, but I wasn't. And it was like super easy to kind of manage everything. The thing's not going to be hurting for power. Oh yeah, no, with the 1200 watt power supply, yeah, they went big. It'll last a while. You want the link stuff so bad, but Wallet says no. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna pretend it isn't pricey. It's a bit pricey. So I do know that I will need some of these cables, but I'm not 100% sure which ones. So okay, we'll see how the Link Titan. So okay, now I get to actually talk about this on camera, because I was just sort of thinking this to myself, and I was literally thinking like, man, that'd be good to talk about on stream. I'm gonna take those out for now, and then we'll like throw them in somewhere later. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Just throw that down there for now. So yeah, spoiler alert. My thoughts on the whole like link stuff. I kind of don't like the idea of like the proprietary connections and stuff like that. Like, I like kind of having the freedom to be able to use like third-party software, even though I don't use third-party software. I like the idea that if that software were to go kaput or whatever, I could still use the stuff. I could, you know. However, even despite kind of not really loving proprietary software, the ease of use, like how easy it is to build with this, it kind of justifies the like locking into an ecosystem. It really is just so easy, and hopefully I can kind of showcase that. My one complaint is that, and this might be a weird complaint, from what I've seen, and I did kind of do this under a little bit of a time pressure, so maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but I did have some issues with the cables being only right angle. And that might sound like a weird issue, but if I can, yeah, let me finish doing some of this stuff, and so yeah, we're gonna use they're the exact same thing, so there's no difference, but we're gonna use the link hub with the words. We're gonna use the link hub that comes with the cooler. Makes a little more sense to me somehow. So and here goes all the stuff. So I can't remember. I think I avoided using the splitter last time because we've always had trouble with splitters and Corsair products. But I may be wrong on that. I may have used it. I can't remember. I'm gonna take all this out, and then I can throw it back in there later if need be. And then, okay, so that's AMD. Here's Intel. Although, I think some of the screws and stuff are in here. Corsair has always done this, sadly. Yeah. Hey, Team Shady. Hello, hello. You Intel? Okay. That's like your opinion, man. No, I mean, where's the AMD? The customer ordered Intel. 14900K isn't a horrible processor. You know. Hey, there's one thing that is a big difference between the 14900K and some of the newer processors. You can readily get a 14900K. Okay, so now that I kind of have some of that stuff out of the way, the reason I was not quite happy with only right angle connections. So what I mean by that is these are like the cables that you can use to link between the linked products. Link. One's short and one's long. Or no. Okay, so sorry. This one has the right angle in a straight connection, and this just has the two right angles. They actually, unless I'm missing something and I was doing it incorrectly, it seems like they actually sort of keyed the connections differently so that this straight connector can only go into the hub. So you only can have straight connections into the hub, and then you can only have right angle connections for the devices. And the reason that that sort of sucks is on the cooler here, you have to plug in to the thing, to the yeah, that's actually the one. You have to plug into there, and the other side is just a dummy. So, and then if you think about it, it's going to be in there like this, and then this is supposed to be the front that's I'm showing you right now. So these fans actually are fine, but the ones that I had before, or the other one that I used, I think the connection was on the other side, and it's not a big deal. It's just a minor nitpick, sort of. But the right angle connection, if it's facing into the tubes, it does not fit. So I had to take the fans off and rotate them. And yeah, because I was on a little bit of a time crunch, I didn't flip the little fancy Corsair logo thing. Hopefully, tell a customer you told them to go AMD. Well, it's a little bit late now, and it's a very weird thing to try and be like policing other people's purchases. Like, yes, AMD is doing pretty well right now, but that doesn't mean that there's no reason to go Intel. Okay. So yeah, we do have cable extensions for today. And this actually is an extension. I got a little bit thrown off with the cable mod ones from one of the recent builds we did. I guess I don't need to really take these off of all of them. That there in case we need it. However, certainly will need this. So I'm just going to take this off manually. That seems pretty easy to accidentally cut something. Yeah, I do think I understand why they did it. But I do think it is slightly odd the way that they did the LCD screen. What I mean by that is, like, you plug in like the link cable and then you still plug in a USB cable. And it just, the placement of things feels a little bit weird. You know what? Let me actually. Yeah, it's also interesting. So like the hub uses like the 6-pin power. Which is a bit interesting. Oh. Something affecting YouTube performance? Just looked at YouTube stats for nerds? What the heck? Here, I'm gonna keep on going just a minute. Once I move over to doing motherboard stuff, I'll take a look. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I do actually need things. Volvo high power. No Molex. No thank you. Okay. And data. I think I will do, I think I do 2 of these. Even though the hub doesn't use SATA power, I think there is still something that uses it. How did I manage to get everything except for the... Okay. Power cable. Let's get this back in there. These in there. Yeah, I think I will actually need 1 PCIe cable. Poo. Yeah, I'll use... Okay, perfect. That is perfect. Only has like the 1 connector on it. Okay, and 24 pin. No. Oh. 4 pin. And we just need that second CPU cable. It is right here. Okay. Yeah, it does add a little bit more bulk to the power supply cables, unfortunately, but heck, for being able to power so many devices, it's worth it. Working fine for you? Okay. Like I said, I'll just take a quick look because I need to get up to switch the scene in a minute anyways. I can just take a peek then. Yeah, it will be a bit of a game changer once we, because like it is also nice that the fans are just 1 unit. You still have to put in the same amount of screws, which takes time, but at least if you have to like change anything, like modify the position or flip them, easy. Yeah, I think that if I was going for a big flashy build, I would definitely think about it. Before I had no interest. Now I would actually think about it. And actually on top of that, not only would I like think about it, what was I gonna say? Like if I did end up going Corsair, I think like it definitely hurts the wallet. But if you're gonna be like doing Corsair stuff, I think just the like ease of use and stuff like that sort of makes it like, I don't know, it's hard to say it's worth it because people's circumstances are different, right? And I actually don't know off the top of the head like the price difference, but the like Corsair stuff has always been expensive. And if I am remembering correctly, at least for the like, I don't know about the fans, but at least for the cooler, the price wasn't like too crazily different. From the H150i LCD. I think it was like, because I was expecting it to be a lot more, but then I think it ended up being not the case. I could not be remembering that correctly though. 6-year pronouncement. Hello. Oh boy. Get him. Devs, are you still here? Can you whack him? Over on Twitch? Oh, and they like dodged the whole... Making me have to get up, dang old bots. Yeah. They tried really hard to get around all the things. All the like filters and stuff. Was that a Roomba had a headset on? Okay. You're good. Usually I jump at the chance to ban hammer them, but it's probably better I just keep going. Hey, Nox, hello. How's it been going with the new computer? Going good? Did you figure out any of the weird stuff you're encountering? It would suck if the answer is the TikTok app isn't meant for Windows. It'd suck if that was the answer. Might be though. Oh, you freaking guy. Hello? There we go. No? No? Oh. Because I didn't close that enough. I understand why they go so extra on the whole packaging for the i9. Boy, is it silly. Just a bit silly. And I still don't have it. I shouldn't be fiddling with this, but now it's bugging me. There we go. Okay. Love the fact you can run games pretty high and stream. And yes, figured it out. Turning this stuff off helped. So it's worked since then. Okay, cool. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, I wish Windows would just add a like stop bugging me about running this program thing. But alas, it is not a thing at the moment. Okay. Yeah, it just really sucks how like you go online, you try and get some help for that. You go online and the only answer is like basically turn off security for everything. And it's like, no, I'd like to know when maybe there's something a little bit off about a program I'm trying to run, but not if that program is just like the RGB software or something. Okay. You're not daily, but every stream reminder not to eat the battery. You can handle that. Okay. I think that's all the peelies. And let's not forget to put on the... Oh wow, it flew out of my head. Bracket. Okay. Throw those on top. It'll be nice to not have a board where things are in a weird place, although maybe I've said that too soon. I feel like they've somehow made RAM slots worse. Wow, it feels like they're even harder to Oh yeah, I don't know if this is intentional, but like they put a little like padding thing on the, like, am I just supposed to not take this off? I mean, maybe I shouldn't. I don't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I do like this like latchless design. Uh, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Very convenient. But I'm not realizing, I'm not sure if I think I did kind of say everything I wanted to say about the whole Corsair Link stuff, which of course have the perfect opportunity to talk about it again once we actually start installing it. But overall, I think that they did do a really good job with it, and it actually does make sense. It doesn't feel like kind of just a new gimmick. It actually really helps. When building a computer. Yeah, okay. Like that has to be like game changing for yeah, like someone who's it's like their first time building, or they don't like do a ton of computer builds. I guess the like one thing about it though is it does make it a little hard to make things look nice inside the case. As far as like hiding wires and that type of stuff goes, is a little bit unfortunate. But I think it's worth it. And it's not like it looks horrible. Having one kind of like wire looks a lot better than just having a ton. I'm sure people could come up with some pretty creative ways of hiding it too. I just think that that would entail like maybe. Okay. This top. Okay. Ow. Come on. There we go. No, not you. Okay. Hey. Cocky. Heck yeah. Okay. Oh. And this actually will be pretty, it'd be pretty nice because it is just the one set of fans. Okay. I almost want to go ahead and do the fans. No, let's get the motherboard in there. Okay. There we go. Looks like this will fit pretty well, hopefully. I spoke too soon. Definitely doesn't look as off as some of the others. Okay. And yeah, probably go ahead and do the stag bracket stuff too. I'm at it. And there we go. Okay. Anyone do anything fun on the weekend? I didn't do anything crazy, but I had a good weekend. I guess I know Knox had a good weekend. Got the computer in. New One Piece trading card game set came out. Ooh. I feel like I say this every time you bring it up, but I need to like kind of pay more attention to that. I was kind of dreading one Pokemon TCG competitive launching in May. But now I think I'm not as worried about it because I think I found a pretty good deck that I can use for it. It doesn't make me feel filthy to use. It's like the one thing that's been a little bit of a struggle for me about Pokemon Pocket is just a lot of the meta decks just feel gross to me. I don't like them. Also, One Piece TCG Worlds just happened and they revealed a crazy ban list afterwards. Whoa. That's good to hear though. I'm glad it's like taken off, it sounds like. Which actually, yeah, I mean, if people are like scrambling to get cards and stuff, obviously it's probably doing at least pretty decently. Rotation of sets. Okay. Is that like I'm guessing like between the rotation of sets and the ban list, it's essentially like maybe not quite wiping the slate clean, but like kind of resetting the meta. Because that's something that I really want to happen in Pocket as well. Talking about Pocket. Or, I don't. Okay, I mean, I just kind of said that out of reflex. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want. I think it could be good, but at the same time, it'd be kind of sad to not be able to use old cards. And it feels weird for a game like Pocket where the the focus isn't necessarily on battling, it's more on collecting. So it would feel a little bit weird to just straight up not be able to use some cards. Uh, we're at set 10. When set 13 comes out, set 1 through 4 will not be legal in competitive play. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what like Pocket does long term. Because it feels weird to have something that is set up as like a completely different thing, but it is at the end of the day still a trading card game. So it's gonna like probably follow a lot of like the it feels weird to call them tropes, but like standard practices of a BCG. Oop. I will okay, Iraq. Hello. Okay. So, yeah, that seems to be... Oh, good. Oh, did I? Almost forgot to go back through and tighten everything. That would have been not great. Ah, and I did the thing that I said not to do, and I forgot about the, like, back plate. It's okay, I think it's going to be a little bit. I'm going to need to take some stuff out to do it, but the actual backplate itself is pretty convenient. I remember the process being pretty easy. It was annoying swapping out the backplate just because everything was already finished. So now that this is a different computer, not everything is finished. Be a bit easier. Okay. Temporarily, I'm just gonna like shove these in here. Deal with that stuff later. Actually, I forgot. It is a tad bit annoying. I have to take these out and these. Whoops. Okay. It happens. Let's get this put away real quick though. I knew I was gonna do it too. Once I said not to do it, I was like, I'm gonna forget by the time I'm done doing whatever I'm doing right now. And that's exactly what happened. Nice silica packet. Okay, yeah. I mean, actually, okay, so I'm now realizing the reason I had to like take all this stuff out before, because it had like it was like this long thing. I can slide that in there. Let's try it. Come on. Okay. There's one in there, and then 2, 3, 4. It does make me a little bit nervous, because like, I remember whenever I was doing this, I was a little bit afraid that it would just like pop out, but it was fine. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Okay. What do I want to do next? I think I'm going to do connections next. I want to do the coolers the same after the fans. I think I want everything all managed before then. And actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and plug these in. Let's just get all of this managed ahead of time. And we can see how much time this kind of saves. Normally all this would be kind of okay. These are pretty stiff cable extensions. But that does look pretty darn good. Although they do this fancy like pattern, which can be kind of cool, but it can make it difficult to move the comb. I think, yeah, there should be fine. I can get this up here. quite what I wanted. That should be good. Okay. Get to plugging stuff in. Okay, yeah, so I was right. RGB for the case does have data power. And we got this. Yeah, it is kind of funny that the only 3-pin 5-volt, because of like Corsair's proprietary stuff, the only 3-pin 5-volt RGB is the case. Trying to get Iraq on a Phoenix PC build. Told him to hop on stream. Hope show some love. Yeah. I was a little bit confuzzled by the name for a second. But that's about it. Okay, I'm just gonna... I almost feel like the other day would have been maybe a better example of kind of what we do, because I mean, we have been getting a lot of these big old wyverns lately, but I still maintain that kind of like the siren is kind of our bread and butter, and I wish more people would do the harpy. Okay. Everything's coming along. Okay, you were around here-ish, I believe. It also helps that because of kind of difficulties sourcing stuff, I think kind of you probably can't even purchase a... Man, do I hate the pin. Feels on there. You know what? You can wait. There and okay. I feel like it's always a struggle for way long that makes any sense. And then finally get it, and it's not even satisfying. Hello? Okay. That's in there. Then longer bit would be good. Let me try yet again. Like, the best way that I've found to do this is if you can get a view from almost like the other side. And then okay, that should be on there. Why is that not on there? Repin is the bane of my existence. Like, I almost want to just like put tape on it and then but then I think it would just stab through. I fully believe they should just make it illegal to have connectors where there's space. Like it is here. Ugh, okay. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna like do that where it's kind of on there but not actually. And then I can manage the length that way. Okay. I have a feeling that part of the problem is that maybe like certain decisions on like exactly what like pins to use and that kind of stuff probably affects things as well. And so it might just be that it's like a little too snug or something. Whatever it is, it's annoying. That should give me plenty of slack. also looking good. Okay. Good. And I will actually just leave that loose for now. These can go through here. I will need to plug one of those in. How goes the build so far? Going good, except for the freaking 3-pin is giving me trouble as always. That's about it. It really shouldn't, but it is. Okay. And I've changed my mind. Just get this through here. Let's tighten this up. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go for one more attempt, one more run. Wish me luck. And it has this arrow, which is like even more annoying because you would think you could just follow the arrow. But no, that's not the case. Oh, I did it. Never has like plugging in a connection been so like RNG. I know people joke about like a USB of like, oh haha, you plug it in and then you rotate it and then it doesn't fit and then you rotate it again and then yeah. But no. Most people have not had to plug in the like RGB cables. RNG connector, new feature, yeah. No wonder there's so many like proprietary connections like left and right when the one like the best non-proprietary RGB connection is a nightmare to use. Okay. What do I want to do? I think it is time for fans and stuff. I don't think I want to try and do PSU quite yet. It really doesn't matter too much because it'll just go very quickly. Anyhow, but you know what I will do? Let me actually unplug that. Let me go ahead and plug this to CPU fan. Like building the 011, the fans are super easy. Well, yeah, it's gonna be extra easy because of gonna be extra easy because of the Corsair Link stuff. I'm just thinking like anything else I want to do before putting in the cooler. And really there's nothing much else. Okay. So I want it's like that. So no. Man overboard. Okay. I'm not sure why, but I really like having the using the power supply fan screws that come with them on the power supply. So we want intake, and we also need to think about the connection here. So I believe what I did last time, because I was a little bit limited by the setup that I already had going, is I believe I did, I think there was also a back fan which made things a little more complicated. And I think I ended up doing something a little bit weird. But now that I know what I have going here, I actually almost want to install the cooler first. Maybe I should do that. Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is I can just link it up here. It'll be kind of out of the way and it won't be super noticeable. And then I can use the connection down here to run it to the what is it called? It's not a commander anymore. It's the like link hub or whatever. Yeah, and then this will just be, yes. So I may actually only need the one. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself, but I do think I have a good plan for this. He's going insane, chat. Yeah. I know what I said was just a bunch of gibberish, but it did make sense to me. Okay, so here's kind of what I was talking about, is the cooler will go in like so. It'll go up here. And then if we look over here, okay, see, this is the issue that I was talking about earlier. So here's the issue. We may have to do this for every freaking thing, is if we put it in like that, the link connection is on the left here, and you'd think that'd be fine because you could simply plug this in and kind of like route it behind the tubes here and it'd be fine. But the reality of the situation is that the cable is actually thicker than the space between the tubes, and you really don't want to be putting pressure on the tubes at all. So the best, and it's funny enough, I think they don't have any rhyme or reason for how they put the fans on there, because the fancy like Corsair logo thing is facing that way. So I think you want those facing the front. Anyhow, I wasn't so lucky on the last ones. So it does suck to have to uninstall the fans, flip them, and then reinstall them. But like I was saying earlier, it really seems like it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But the fact that this is just like one fan, like one 3-fan unit, or like 3 fans connected together is probably more accurate to say. It's actually super easy to just flip it and kind of like be done. And then get the screws back in there. World's quietest screwdriver, is it? Wait till the like torque limiter kicks in. Ah. Okay. So yeah, I think literally all I need to do is just simply that. I know it seems silly, but that actually solves all our problems here, because now the Corsair is facing the front and the connection is here, so we can like plug in here and it'll be going back, and we may even be able to use the shortest wire, because we're really only needing the fans to go back. So yeah, actually I'm now realizing that I think the most efficient order to do these Corsair, the new like Corsair Link stuff for these Wyvern builds, I think the most efficient like way to do it is actually to do the cooler first, make sure the fans are like in a good arrangement, and then you can kind of go to town on all the other fans once you have a desirable layout. Because I really didn't need to, but I think I started to try and say this and got distracted, but I really didn't need to. But because I had already built the system with a different cooler and had a different arrangement for how things were, I ended up using 2 like the 2 spots on the hub. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Maybe it might be more clear. Yeah, the hub here has one connection there and another connection on the other side. I ended up using both of them, but theoretically you should be able to use just one. I think I didn't want to put too much stuff on the same wire, but which is probably good practice. But this build actually has less devices than the other one that I did, so this will only be 6 fans. Okay, you're snug. Yeah. Okay, so now that's desirable. Get the screws out. Ooh, another silica packet. Yay! Okay. Oh. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Built new PC late 2024. It was cool seeing all new fan technology since built one 10 years earlier. No more daisy chaining nonsense. Well, no, you like it's kind of funny to say because like now daisy chaining is a really big feature again. I'd like to think that the daisy chaining is probably a lot better than back then, but yeah, like I feel like building a computer 10 years ago versus building a computer now is like completely like I don't even want to say night and day. Like it's just it seems like it'd be just absolutely everything's a completely different world. That's what I'm trying to say. Obviously it's not quite the case. You know, still a lot of core concepts, but best. Yeesh. Some of the things that were different. And I can't even really fully comment on that because I didn't actually build a computer 10 years ago, but and the old computers that I have dealt with have been like pre-built, so I feel like that's not a very fair comparison either. Are you kidding me? Where did you go? Okay, that's fun. I'll find that guy in a minute. Ugh. You just gotta get the first two. I know this would be a lot easier if I took the bracket off, but usually I don't have this much trouble. There we go. Goodness. Okay. And actually, you know what I probably should do? No, that's fine. Okay, where did that go? Did it go in the... It just like fell and immediately stopped. Oh, is it? Oh my, okay. Okay, that probably could have been way worse. Lost in the Void, it landed perfectly in the drive bay, and that's probably the best solution, the best case scenario that could have happened. It was cool learning about all the new stuff. I didn't have to spend 15 minutes reading the manual to figure out how to plug in the front panel connections for the case. It was all put together for you. Yeah, that is something that's been kind of happening more and more lately that is really nice thing. The only like counter argument that I've seen to that is I just watched an ITX case review recently where the light, the power LED, was like super bright and obnoxious. And people were like, yeah, I kind of wish I could have just not plugged it in. But at least that's pretty easy to like put something like some rubber cement or some tape or something over it. Make it not quite as obnoxious. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh wow, that's like not even close. I forget how like bulky oh wow, that's actually like within a millimeter. It's kind of perfect. The Arctic coolers are so like beefy. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, let's first this might seem kind of random, but I am interested to see if I can come up with any interesting locations for the link hub. Because, oh, that's right, it's pre-applied paste. I don't need to worry about that. Cool. But really, I just need to get this on there. See, this is what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Oh, okay. Can I like brute force this? Oh, I think I did. That's kind of funny. Okay. I think I talked about this a little bit earlier, but I kind of knocked the back plate off. But I think I just used the screw to just kind of get it back up. Okay. Went to the postcard museum the other week. Nothing to write home about. That was a good one. Good one. These tubes are a bit funky. Can't help but feel like maybe I kind of didn't help that. Should be fine though. Okay. And that's on there. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's not gonna be fun. The protective plastic is like indistinguishable from the plastic on the pump head. And it just ripped again. What the heck? Dad jokes are the best. Yeah, C-Play is our resident dad joke encyclopedia, pretty much. I now regret not doing this when the cooler was off. No. Oh, this is miserable. Okay, can I go backwards? Where's the... I thought this would be fine, no problem. Easy peasy. Like, it's like really sticking on there really well. Okay. I think that's it. Which it was pretty much impossible to tell before, so... Okay. I don't want to take this off, but I also don't want it to have a kink on there, and I'm not sure if I take it off, will that actually help the issue? You know what? I'm not like desperate for time today. It'll be fine until it isn't. Rip backplate? No, that's fine. Now that I put the cooler on there, it's gonna be like super, like it's gonna be almost glued to the back of the motherboard. And it was pretty easy before, so now it'll be fine doing it again. Hopefully. Okay. Okay. I think I just need to do like a 180 on this. Okay. If I do like that, is that, oh, that's worse? Yeah, okay. The tubes just have that kink in them. Okay. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Okay. Waiting for the plop sound of it falling? No, see, that's the thing, is it's like, even if it did come out, it's kind of held in there by just other objects in the back of the case. Not that it's impossible for it to fall out, but yeah, the drive cage and the like cable management bracket is kind of holding. There's only one corner that you can see from the back. Okay. That took entirely way too long, but cooler is a go. And oh, I know why. I know why. Okay. Okay. I was confused about this before, and now I'm confused about it now as well. The pump head has both a USB and a like Corsair link situation going on. So I was confused why they couldn't maybe just have the LCD screen run off this Corsair link stuff business, which I'm sure there's a very good reason for. Like the data transfer on this is probably extremely simplified, so that it's pretty easy. The fans aren't going to need crazy data transfer, but not quite the case for the LCD screen. So I think maybe that was why I had the two separate things running, and then I can kind of hide this with that. Oh, let me not forget this. Well, I expected to hate the tags. And it is a little bit unfortunate because it doesn't look as smooth, but they are absolutely necessary for like properly managing, or like if you want to redo something, it is actually absolutely necessary that you use them. Okay. Now this, that. That looks good. And then you can sort of do like this, really tie them all together. Okay, and that looks good from the front. Yeah, I'm actually thinking where is go ahead and plug this in. And then yeah, right at the edge, this one. These will both be commander business. I keep calling it the commander. Not technically what it is. Does the same thing though. Oh yeah. You know what? I'll try the splitter, and if it messes up, I can just redo it off stream. Because it would be kind of nice to just use the splitter that they give you. I don't know if I finished my thought earlier, but we've had issues in the past where like the commander would like not work if it was on a splitter. I'm gonna be adventurous though. I'm gonna try it. Because I don't know why they would need space for adding USB stuff in the future, but it'd be good to just let them have that freedom. Okay. I'm actually gonna ignore that for now. And fan time. For real this time. Okay, see, this is why I waited, because now we can plan this out better. So these are gonna be intake. They're gonna be like that. I do like that these are magnetic as well. It's not really working here quite well, but okay. See, like, where's the shortest one? This one? Yeah, I may be able to literally just plug that in there and then, oh yeah, so I think this didn't quite work just because, oh, no. Yeah, it does look a little awkward, but like, that works. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I think we want it literally just like that. Or, no, I think that'll, oh, there's the magnets. Is that actually better, maybe? That? I feel like that stands out more, though. Oh, that's also not correct anyhow. I want them intake. I could have it like that, but no, we want it like that. Okay. So we want it just like this. And yeah, I did get these out. What is AMD's equivalent to the 5090? I've been a bad PC builder and I haven't been keeping up with the new stuff because honestly, whenever I see it and then it's just like a disappointment, it just kind of sucks. And I almost just wait till we start working with stuff to learn more about it at this point, which again is not good. I need to know about the kind of industry in detail, not just a broad overview. But that being said, I know that last generation, AMD didn't have an equivalent to the 4090. They had a card that was similar in performance to the like 4080 and like that kind of range, but they didn't compete on the high end, which I thought was unfortunate. So I don't know if they've done that again for this generation or what the deal is, but yeah, sometimes AMD just doesn't match performance, like have a card that can match performance with the 5090 or like the 90Q, I guess maybe is what I'm trying to say. Which, like, the 90 cards are pretty insane in terms of like performance and stuff. Goodness. Okay, I think I actually am just not going to use those. These be a bit better. You have a 3090 but kind of want to upgrade to get better 4K performance and want to try out AMD. Might go for the 7900 XTX. Yeah, so yeah, the 7900 XTX is kind of, if you're looking for like an NVIDIA kind of almost equivalent to compare it to. I can't remember if it was like the 4080 or the 4080 Ti or what, but yeah, for the 7900 XTX, you're kind of looking around that range. Okay. So yeah, where do I want? Come all the way up. Give it a little bit of slack here. And okay. I do know that sometimes you can get some kind of weird things where like I think for racing sims, we've actually had people say where like for their specific game for what they were wanting to do with it, AMD for some reason was like performing worse. So there may be like little weird things like that that pop up every now and then. But AMD does seem to be kind of the act to follow for this generation of parts. Although we really haven't worked with this current generation of Intel. Okay. Believe good for the most part. And a little bit later. It's hard because I really don't want to over tighten, but these fan screws are being difficult. Okay. I believe that should be good. So all I got to do is just bam, like that. Then finagle this to do what I want. Maybe I out for a second to kind of better that. And so yeah, now I can use this, and probably should have done this. Okay. Let's just, okay. Actually, no. Ugh. Yeah, now this can go like that. And then boom, that's like all of the fan wiring like done pretty much. I guess technically it's more like boom and boom. And that's pretty much all the fan wiring done, but yeah, I was gonna think about maybe potential other places to put this, but I think putting it on top of the power supply is still the best bet. I'm just thinking for a second. Yeah. At the very least, not gonna hurt me to get the power supply in there. That off. Take this peely off. Intel scares you after 13/14 gen. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable response. And then I think they started having similar issues again at the start of this generation. I could be wrong about that. I think that got fixed pretty quickly though. That, or maybe it was just mediocre performance. I can't remember, but I just remember being kind of hopeful that they'd we'd get like a new generation of parts that was just obviously better than the like 14th gen, and there was still some difficulties. Oh, what am I doing? Whoops. I'm garbage at just plugging the plugs in after the power supply is installed, so I just need to accept that I need to just take this out and do it that way. I don't know why that's the case, because you wouldn't think that that's like a skill for you to have, but it seems to be one that I don't have. Okay, 12 volt high power. It's kind of weird having both 12 volt high power and the regular PCIe power. Okay. And speaking of, this is CPU actually. Let's do 24 pin first. Okay. And now this is CPU, correct? No, this is the PCIe. Oh, now I'm getting all jumbled up. Okay, here we go. Here's the CPU. Number one. Get you. Second one. Then this we can do here. You. Okay. All of this junk. Put this back in. Okay. Now we've added a giant pile of cables. but we'll try and deal with that in a second. Let's route this properly. I don't know if I've done this before, but I think I'm gonna try and do this, the CPU power cables to the like roof of the case. I'm gonna leave you out and actually use, well, that's how I want that. So I think we want exactly like this. Then this will go like that. Okay. So yeah, this actually stays on pretty good with the magnet, but I will use the like 3M sticky pad things. Oh, hello, sorry, I just saw that. Yeetus Industries? Industrious? Font's a little small for YouTube. Okay. Before I lock in too hard on this, and it is going to be possible to, yeah, plenty of room. Okay. That should be good. Okay. Now I just need to wrangle this stuff a little bit. Then honestly, one of the harder things may be ooh. I did make it a little bit harder on myself because I want to leave these USB connections loose in case it ends up not working out well. But if it does work out, I'll just come back and make it pretty. I guess I can do this. I can just sort of stuff it there for now. That works pretty good. Okay. Now it's just a question of what do we do with this excess cable. Yes. Okay. Do this. It sucks, but honestly, I may need to just do a little of like fucking shut the door for some of this at the very least. Just because some of this is not very friendly. I don't think I'm going to be winning any prizes for that, but it's going to be good enough. Like, there's really nothing that I can tie to kind of hold this in. It's unfortunate. But there we go. There's so much excess cable. See, that's what kind of sucks about having this. Like, I understand that for this system to work, it needs a ton of power delivery, but there's a lot of cable for not much. I guess not every build is necessarily going to have this so close to the power supply like this, though. Okay. What are you? CPU? That mean you're the second CPU? Yes. So these are gonna go up to here. Let's do this one at a time. I feel like nothing describes, in the past I've tried to talk about like how there's an interesting problem of like you're having to manage cables and stuff in 3 dimensions, even though it feels like it should probably be more like 2. I feel like this kind of demonstrates that perfectly. The good news is I think we can sort of lock this in though. Actually, maybe I can. Okay. And these. What I was thinking is like maybe I could, because there is like a an anchor point up there. I was thinking maybe I could like anchor it to the ceiling up here. I definitely can do. But I think I will. I think that does seem to be a pretty good idea. Oh, okay. And this will go a long way to help with all this like excess cable length from the cable extensions. I'm like so close. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. That actually leaves a pretty good amount of room. And then I'm gonna be able to plug this in here. And then try and like tuck this into here. Hey, maybe not. At least not like that. Ooh. This is going to be a bit of a struggle. Hopefully it'll be worth it though. No. Should I guess? Okay. That does not look bad to me. And then now we're just left with 12-volt high power. I'm gonna do this just so this stays. Okay. This may not look the prettiest, but this is actually straight up an achievement. Since I'm gonna have to come back later and fix the USB stuff, I'm gonna leave that there for now. A little bit floppy, but it's not the worst. And now, hopefully, I just need this to go up there. And I'm not sure if I want to... Not everyone may agree, but I have been trying to get us to leave the like the SATA stuff kind of loose so that it's easier to access for the customers. No, it's a joy seeing what the pun that C-Play is gonna tell us is, at least for me. C-Play's chat history is like a Library of Alexandria for puns, like an actual resource. What am I stuck on? Still have one more to go too. Okay. Okay. I can do this, and that's gonna help me a lot. He brings the corny jokes to another stream. Good. Good, I say. Spread the love. Okay. I'm actually gonna take these out. Have those loose because I'm gonna install this bad boy in this slot. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. We're working with that and that and okay. We need you. Actually, okay. Luke Howard, hello. Haven't forgot about the company. Plan on reaching out to talk about a PC build. Heck yeah! Thank you so much. Yeah. Hopefully we can do that for you, because it is not easy getting GPUs right now. We've so actually if anyone has been like paying attention to like what the like order number is and stuff like that, we've been jumping around a lot recently. But part of us jumping around a lot recently is like, I think the last one we built is 1395, and this is 1389, so a bit of a difference in order numbers. I think I've been saying on stream that we've had to come up with some creative solutions for like to fulfill these orders, and yeah, this is one of those where we finally, and then the one for next stream as well. It's kind of weird the way it worked out. It almost kind of worked out to be like in waves almost. So we have this build, and then next stream's build are kind of a pair. I was wanting to try and build them both today, but I think I mentioned at the top of the stream that unfortunately just the way that it worked out, we still have one part that hasn't quite arrived yet. There we go. Yeah, we've had a bit of a rough time between just like things happening and like issues with the industry. Okay. Been a wild ride. But in any case, yeah, thanks so much for coming and saying hi, stopping by. Really appreciate it. Okay. Goodness. Look at that. Took a little bit of doing, and it'll take a little bit more doing because there's some stuff down here I want to like fix later once I confirm that everything is working as intended. But now all we gotta do is figure out how the heck to manage this guy. But once we do that, we're home free. And it might just be as simple as doing this. Yeah, like this. I know it's been a few minutes, but does it sort of terrify me that C-Playa only speaks in puns and has only said something that's not a pun like once? I'd be lying if I said no. But you know, I've gotten used to it and now I wouldn't have it any other way. I know I keep on saying that it may not be like the prettiest, but I think this may be kind of in the back here one of the best jobs I've done. Although ironically, I've somehow created like a big empty space here. Not a complaint though. Okay. Yeah, now we just need to get the GPU in here, and then we have a fully functioning lawnmower, I believe. Yeah, I will just toss that there, and that. Okay. You play as ultimate commitment. Yeah. It's impressive. Oh, this is nice. Already have the anti-sag bracket in there. Don't even have to think about that. So we need the alignment on this is a little bit weird. Should be fine though. Okay. Ooh, did you hear that? That was a satisfying click, if I've ever heard one. Ah, come on. Wow, this actually all kind of worked out pretty much perfectly. I do kind of wish I had done the combs already, though. No, it's not worth it. Can I? Okay, I'm just nitpicking. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Wow, this does look pretty good. If I do say so myself. What? No million pillies on the card? No. I think Zotac is usually pretty good about pillies anyhow, but it is actually a card that we had that we were able to use for this build. So yeah, actually, you know what? Just for funsies, I'm gonna do a test turn it on. Honestly, yeah, it even has the Phoenix Orange already set on it. Okay, everything is looking good. Cool, cool, cool. There goes the restart. There we go. Okay. This does look pretty darn slick. So let's do the turn on clip. Let me get the positioning right. No, I don't want to. How about that? That's probably better. Okay. Yeah. That looks good to me. Did I mess up anything on the parts list? I don't think so. Yep, should be good to go. Okay, now I just need to exercise the Twitch demons. And wow, funny enough, I had a feeling that this would take me 3 hours. I did almost exactly 3 hours. Technically a little bit less because, you know, it was like 10 minutes at the start for let everyone get into stream. Okay, looking good. Let's do it. Yeah, okay. So this is order 1389. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And yeah, just want to quickly say thank you for this customer's patience and understanding and being able to actually get this order built. But it should take a second for all the fans to come on and stuff. It seems like the link hub has to kind of initialize. There it goes. Yeah. And view from the front. And got your cables in the back. You already have a you know ordered with us 1 terabyte SATA SSD, but got some extra SATA data and SATA power in the drive bay for you. If you ever want to add another drive in, and don't forget to take off the peely on the LCD screen, but also on the glass, the front and the side glass, both sides, the inside and the outside. And thank you so much for supporting us. I hate it whenever I just keep saying the same thing, but goodness, that is a slick looking build. Okay. Computer is computing. It sure is. And if it isn't, it sure will be. Yeah, because I mentioned that we did another order where we ended up having to swap out the cooler because there was a little bit of a time crunch. Didn't want to like keep the order from the customer any longer. Didn't get pictures for our socials, which to be honest, I don't know if we're still have anyone on that at the moment, but it'll be good to get pictures of this one for our socials. I'm pretty good. Yeah, posted the clip in chat. Man, oh man. Okay. Another PC successfully built? Heck yeah. I'm actually excited to get this thing set up so I can look at all the pretty lights and stuff when they're all set to the same color. Man, for some, I like in my brain, I know I started late and you know, it took 3 hours to build, but it doesn't feel like 7 o'clock for some reason. It feels earlier, which I don't know about everyone else, but man, am I just like ecstatic that we got the longer days coming. The transition for daylight savings time was not fun, but man, do I love it being like 7 o'clock and it not being pitch black. I don't know why I looked as if I could see out the window, but usually you can see the light coming through. It looks neither light nor dark though. Okay. But yeah, so I think the plan was originally for me to build tomorrow. It looks like I may actually. Well, first we're assuming that that part that we need comes in today, which fingers crossed. Knock on wood for me, whoever has some wood near them. Yeah, hopefully that comes in today, no problem. What a nice window full of death and roses. Yeah, Wells put up that that blanket to help block out the light to kind of better control the light in the room, and it definitely helps, but you can definitely tell a difference if it's daytime versus later in the day. But sorry, I was talking about yeah, so fingers crossed, hopefully that part comes in, but I think regardless if it comes in today or tomorrow, it's looking like gonna have to put off stream to Wednesday, unfortunately. But that's what we normally would have done anyways. So it's not a huge departure. I just told the customer that it would likely be built tomorrow. So after stream, I'm gonna write an email update, let them know that. But yeah, so we got this next build on Wednesday. I need to look into. There's two more builds that hopefully we can be built soon, and then one more that is going to take a little time to get ready. So yeah, we got a few more builds in the works. Doing our best to trying to work through things on the behind the scenes. And I'm just rambling at this point. So let us get the raid going. I think that I'm gonna raid our one of our raid targets we often raid, Chef Steve. It looks like doing Italian sausage and Sunday gravy, prepping for the food truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. Everyone, please join in. Let's go say hi to Chef Steve. Hopefully, food truck has been doing good. Does a lot of really good work. Raising money for charity. Hope the rest of your Monday goes well. Get some food in you. Yeah, thank you, Coggle. You as well. Hope everyone had a good weekend and has a good week. See you on Wednesday. Bye bye.
The food cost sheet. But I think it's like 20 cents or 25 cents per portion of